Hi, this is the review of OUKITEL C8 smartphone. Once you open the box, you get these accessories along with the phone. You get a nice transparent silicone case with a good cutout for the camera and for the charger and the headphone jack. You also have a user guide for the C8 smartphone. You also have a micro USB cable, and you also get a 3-pin wall plug charger. Credits to the seller for giving a 3-pin charger to the UK. And finally, we have the smartphone. I have removed the outer cover on the screen, and you can see the screen protector on the phone. Credits to the manufacturer. Powering on the device, you get the OUKITEL boot up screen. While the phone boots up, I'll quickly run through the specs. The OUKITEL C8 does have an infinity display, which is a trend in 2018, and it's got a 5.5-inch HD display, which has got a screen resolution of 1280 into 640 and a screen proportion of 18:9. And it's clocked in with a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor, which is the MT6737, and it's got a 2 GB RAM and a 16 GB ROM. That's the internal storage, and which could be expandable up to 64 GB. And it's got a 3000 milliamp hour battery. It's got a fingerprint scanner on the back. It's got a 13 megapixel camera on the back and a flash, and a 5 megapixel camera on the front. On the sides, if you look at, it's got a power button and a volume rocker up and down. On the top, you have the micro USB charging and a headphone jack. Thumbs up for it. On the bottom, you have a microphone piece and nothing more. And on the left side, there's nothing. It's just clearly plain. Looks nice and slim, if you could see here. It's got a speaker by here, and this phone supports 4G, and it's got dual SIM capability. We're going to remove the back panel to have access to the battery, and on the sides, there is a slot. If you remove it, you get access to the battery. This is where you put in your micro SIM. This is where you put in your second nano SIM. So that's the dual SIM and your micro SD card slot here. So this phone has an internal storage of 16 GB, and you can expand the battery up to 64 GB. So once the phone is turned on and booted up, this is the welcome screen that we get. So a nice welcome screen for the price that you pay. It's really good. It's bright display. Just gonna try to get as maximum brightness we go. So the toggle down, you could see few setups keys by there. Just getting, there you go. So looking at the apps, it's pretty basic stock Android. So going into the settings, then you can set up the screen unlock with a fingerprint. Just show you. That's the Android Nougat. At the bottom, we do have the keys, back menu, and the recent keys, and then we can wipe them off. Going into the camera. Okay, just going to show you how we're going to get a HDR picture. So that's the picture that we've just taken. Looks good, really detailed. If you go in closer, you can see The OUKITEL C8 is a really good budget phone which comes with a lot of features packed in. Looking at the display, from a 5.5-inch screen to a 3000 milliamp hour battery and a 4G support, dual SIM, really good with an infinity display. You also have a front and back flash, which is excellent, which is the new features you could look for in a budget phone, and a 13 megapixel and a 5 megapixel camera as well. The fingerprint scanner is excellent, very quick. I must give credits to the manufacturer again. It's a really good phone. If you're in the market for a smartphone, I would well worth recommend this phone.